Good morning. It's Sunday morning, July 2nd. We have an exciting video on diversification. Until now, you've only seen the Nasdaq trading system on different charts with different settings, all Nasdaq. Customers have been asking about other instruments. Developing this takes time and a lot of work. We've been running settings that we've developed for gold, crude oil, along with the Nasdaq on the springtime trading strategy. If you've seen previous videos, you will know how the springtime strategy came into effect. We initially changed the entry system, but then we had some unintentional consequences that the trade performed. Well, those have turned out to be an advantage. And with a small input in volume flow, the trade is acting like it has some sort of artificial intelligence to stay in the market longer. We know diversified trading makes the most sense in market trading. As you will see here, gold, crude oil, and Nasdaq, usually one of these markets will be moving all the time. And we will be looking at June 25th through the June 30th, which was this past week. And we use the same times, trading times, as we have in the past, starting on Sunday night. Now, all three of these is on the springtime trading strategy. We have gold, the 817 contract, the current one. Crude oil on the 817 contract, the current one there. And the Nasdaq on the 917, the current one there. But more specifically, we trade the Nasdaq on the number 7 chart. The crude oil and the gold could not be traded on the spring system with a chart this small. So this is sort of really something quite different than you would expect. But it seems to do very well. So we're going to run the system. I'm going to start the system. It's back here at 6:25 at 5 p.m. This is Sunday night. I'll start it and let it get going. And on the right, we have 3 different ninja domes. I put them up so you could see all 3 of them working at the same time. They're small ninja domes, but you'll get to see each one being in the trade when it's in the trade. Sometimes one will be long, one will be short. They'll be opposite each other. But this is a good demonstration to show everyone how Ninja handles these markets going back and forth. So let me speed it up. Now we still have the stretch system implemented where you have to see a blue line before it will take a trade. Now on these charts, you see pretty much a bare chart. When you get the system, you'll see some lines on the chart and it'll give you more information on when it's going to take a trade. We're going to trade the whole week, Monday through Friday, with no exception of stopping because of news events. We're just going to run it right through. It's pretty amazing to look at all 3 markets. As you can see, the gold one on the bottom, it's now drawn a blue line, so it can take a trade. The other ones can't yet because they didn't move enough yet. Okay, Nasdaq has moved, and now crude oil has moved. So
order pending.
Here we go. You can see the crude oil ninja dome here at the bottom. It's got a pending order, so it's not in yet. Once it hits the yellow dot, now it's in. It's in short.
Order pending.
Now gold has a pending order, and it's in. And it's in long, as you can see on the ninja dome. The green number 1 means long, red number 1 on crude means short. Nasdaq is not in yet. You can look up here on the top and you have realized profit and unrealized profit. This is a good box to have up if you're trading because you can see each individual market, what it's doing.
Order filled.
There's a lot of information here. Okay, apparently the gold had a stop and then a straight target win. So it was more of a reverse. It didn't hit the full stop. It just reversed. And it's moving on, as you can see. This thing is moving fast.
Order pending.
The Nasdaq is our index here. So it's not moving as quickly as gold. As you see, gold and crude, they're on the move. Now the chart size is faster, so it allows it to trade more. Well, that's just fine. That's just fine with us. Now you see we hit a target here and could have gotten in to go short again, but we didn't make it. We didn't go back far enough, so it didn't make it. So I'll have to come up and maybe take
order pending. Order pending. Order pending.
You see we're in two shorts, 1S and 1S means short on both of those, which is crude oil and Nasdaq. Gold is not in. We are still trading our 27 tick targets on all three charts. We are developing some other target levels, but like I said, this is a lot of work for us.
Order pending.
And
order pending.
We're excited about this.
Order filled.
We're going to
order pending.
We're going to be trading this system, this spring system, for a long time.
Order pending. Order pending. Order pending. Order filled.
A lot of things going on here in this diversified system.
Order filled.
Okay, so you can see the Nasdaq, it lost here. It had a big loss, so it's down for the day. And crude oil is up for the day. And gold is basically just positive, just a little flat. And then as you see in the Ninja Dome where it says minus $5, that's where we are. We are minus $5 for the entire day. Now commissions are taken out of this, so that's pretty much a net figure. Okay, we're coming toward the end of the first day. That's from Sunday night till Monday afternoon. Now the white line represents the start of the new day, new time period, which is 5 p.m. Central Time, 6 p.m. Eastern Time. This gives you a good, clear picture of what the markets, the three different markets look like when you look at them and you say, okay, well, everything's slow right now.
Order pending.
One market's moving quicker than the other. As you see, gold is moving. What we mean by moving is moving down and up, stretching out.
Order filled.
Excuse me. Yes, we just hit a target, and this is an overnight time period. This is before midnight on Monday night. So we're up here. We're up 265 on gold. That reflects here an additional plus that 55 you had. So now for the week, totally, you can look over at the Ninja Dome and see we're up $260.
Order pending. Order pending.
Okay, you can see now we have blue lines
Order
on all
filled.
three charts. Nasdaq hit a
Order
target.
pending.
Gold is in a long trade. It's negative.
Order pending. Order pending. Order filled.
Okay, you're still in two markets. And sometimes you'll be in a trade for quite a while.
Order pending. Order pending.
Okay, now Nasdaq is short. So you have three trades you're in at one time. All of them are short. All of them look negative. And you have to give them time with this springtime system.
Order filled.
But
Order pending.
as the market opens up,
Order pending.
the markets move.
Order pending.
The markets move. I'm talking about the U.S. market in the morning. A lot of times you'll be going one direction and then it'll turn around and reverse and go in an opposite direction.
Order pending.
Okay.
Order pending.
You're still in 2 trades. You're in gold short, and crude oil is in again to go short. How it gets in again is once it hits a target, if it's crossed over a certain level, it has momentum and will go again in that direction.
Order filled.
Okay, that was the end of the day, so it finally takes you out of the trade, and you see it moved just after that. So we have to set times that we want to come out of the market. I believe our time is 3 p.m. Central Time. It could be longer. We could extend that another hour, and if we would, sometimes it'll help. Sometimes it's beneficial. We usually consider the end of the day around 3 p.m. Central Time. Now, we were up nice, and we let this go. And as you can see, we are negative $90 for the week. Now, we are not talking about looking at the news and seeing anything in the way. We're just trading this. It's a little bit different. I think you have to treat this a little bit different than the spring trade, where movement is good, but too much movement, or like when you start off in the morning and it hadn't traded, and then yet the futures would be way up or way down. We have a threshold of about 40 points. And if you're over 40,
order pending, order pending, order pending,
or over 40 down, we usually pause it for the day. This system, the springtime strategy, doesn't necessarily operate on that principle, especially with gold and crude oil being diversified here on a small chart, because it's moving. You can see it is moving.
Order filled. Order pending, order pending. Order filled, order filled.
Okay, so this is what, Wednesday?
Order pending, order pending, order pending.
And we're moving.
Order pending. Order pending. Order pending.
Okay, we hit a nice target there. So now we're up all of a sudden $705.
Order pending. Order pending. Order filled.
We still feel that a $2,000 area, trading 3 contracts, is a good week for any system, especially automation.
Order filled.
We don't have big profit targets, as you can see down here. Gold, it reached its $400 daily limit. I think we have 400 limit on all charts. That could be extended. We have to do some more research and development on that. You can see crude oil is
Order
still long
filled.
and up nicely now. Crude oil is leading the way. Who would have thought that? Now, you could say, well, I've reached the $1,000 limit on crude oil. I can pause this chart. And you just pause that chart and you click on this button here, it turns it off. And you can trade the other two instruments for the next 2 days. That's not a bad move. I would probably do that. Especially by a Wednesday. So you can see by these numbers down here, 845, 400, and 395. 1 day takes you way into profit. One decent day. I'm going to speed up the system because I didn't want it to take too long for everyone to see. It's running at 300 speed. I like 300 speed, but it's taking longer for these days to pass. So the only disadvantage to speeding it up is you don't see everything as long as you'd like to. Maybe I'll leave it. We just have 2 days left. It's important to see this. You can see though on these small charts with gold and crude oil, they're moving. Whereas the Nasdaq, it's
Order
slower.
pending.
Now if we put it on a faster chart, you see more. But here you have a blue line, so you're ready to go again on gold. When it hits the yellow dot, it's going in. Now, if it goes down without hitting it, it's quite likely it will put an opposite dot on the bottom side.
Order pending.
Okay, well, you in short on gold. Now you have a blue line on Nasdaq. Early in the morning, just after midnight.
Order pending.
You hit a target on gold. Very nice. Now, crude oil's in the game.
Order pending. Order filled.
You've already hit your target on gold, so it will not trade anymore. It made 530 here on this last day. Okay, let me just pause the system for a second. Okay, here we are. We're at $2,000 for the week. Apparently it's Thursday morning, about 4 a.m. in the morning. So if you get up early in the morning, you see this, you know what? And you've had this thing run all week. You've had it make money, give money back, go a little negative, and then start climbing again. You had a good Wednesday and a good Wednesday night into Thursday morning, and you're at $2,000. And what's happened? Crude oil really hadn't done anything. It stayed at 1,000, but you've come up nicely on gold, and you're 875 there, and the Nasdaq's profitable. So, okay, this is still Thursday morning. You could stop here. You've got your $2,000 for the week on 3 contracts. 1 contract on each one of these charts. Now, just so I can remind you that the Nasdaq is the most inexpensive market to trade because it's like they say $500 margin. Well, gold and crude is $1,000. It's twice as much, meaning that you just have to have that money in your account to trade it, enough to trade it. Doesn't really cost you more, except it's $10 a tick on gold and crude. So when you hit a target, you're doubling it over Nasdaq. But when you hit a stop, you're doubling it also over Nasdaq. So just to make those clarifications, all of you know this. I'm just reminding you of what we see here. But it's still great money on
Order
contracts.
pending.
Let me slow it down here and speed it back up to 300 because I think at 300 is a good speed for this. These charts are moving.
Order pending.
Okay, you're in on Nasdaq.
Order filled.
Okay.
Order pending. Order filled.
You see what happened here? It reversed and then got in again to go short and hit that target. So you're up $100 on Nasdaq. Still, you were up 100, gave some back, and you're still up.
Order pending.
Gold is finished. Nasdaq
order pending.
Is trading.
Order filled.
I'm sorry.
Order pending.
Crude oil is now trading again. Struggling to go up. It's long.
Order pending.
And hit the target. How about that? Well, let me just tell you. If I were trading this still in the market here, look at where we are. We're at 2,500 here now. We're at 2,500 for the week. It's a good time to stop, my friends. This is good money for these amount of contracts. This is the very best you will see in automation for 3 contracts on any system, anywhere. You're at 265 on crude for this day. Early in the morning, you hit your $530 on gold, so it's
order pending.
And then you give some
order
back.
pending.
See, you just gave a nice chunk back on crude oil. So instead of being
order pending,
you're a negative for the day. Still up for the week, but you're negative. So you gave $500 back. And that can happen.
Order pending. Order pending.
Doesn't mean it can't come right back and redeem itself, because it can. We're still on Thursday. We're toward the end of the afternoon on Thursday.
Order filled.
Okay, well, it couldn't, we got timed out. We were in the trade, it was struggling, it went down in our favor, but as I squeeze this chart down, you see it didn't hit our target of 27 ticks. Okay, you see where you are now after Thursday. You're doing fine on gold, you're doing fine on crude oil, and you're doing fine on Nasdaq. However, we're at a $2,000 number instead of $2,500 number. Now, we could have skipped all of Thursday during the daytime and stopped at $2,000. Then it went to $2,500, ended up at $2,000 for the week. Okay, it's Friday now.
Order pending. Order pending.
Well,
Order
actually, it's
pending.
Thursday evening. It's moving. Nasdaq got in the market. And,
Order pending.
This is a new day. It's up 130.
Order filled.
Gold is in. Trying to go long here. Trying to go long.
Order filled.
It's a target. Okay, we're coming back. We're coming back to that level. We're at that level at 25.60, and it's midnight on Thursday night. Okay, well, you're going to be sleeping probably, normally. So you may not see
Order
this.
pending.
So what do?
Order pending.
Yeah, you just gotta let it run. You gotta let it run. See what happens.
Order pending.
My point in saying that is, if you have, you need to have a number in target, weekly target in your mind, and you should stop and adhere to that number. Yes, it can make more money, but it can give back. You've seen that. You experienced that. 3 contracts is not a lot of contracts to make that kind of money on a weekly basis. So when you get to that level, we've experienced. We know the limits of automation.
Order pending. Order filled. Order pending.
So this is why they keep saying 3 contracts, 2,000 a week.
Order filled.
It's wonderful. It's just wonderful. It's good.
Order pending. Order pending.
A lot of times I like coming into Friday morning and stopping before the major news comes out or before the official U.S. market opens, like on Nasdaq. That's a real good way to trade overnight, try to get a little bit of money from the overseas market, and then stop in the morning, because Fridays are very, very tricky. But we're diversified here, so we're not just dependent on one strategy that may or may not work for that particular day.
Order pending.
It looks like we're doing pretty good here. We're way over our target. We're at 2,800. We're in gold one more time. It's already up 390.
Order filled.
$400 limit is that we shouldn't be trading anymore on that. We've already hit the $400 limit here on Nasdaq. That chart stops, so you can say, okay, here's Friday morning. We're stopped for the week. We made 715 on Nasdaq on the 7 Renko chart. Wonderful. That is just great. Well, we'll see. We'll see what we end up with, because we can lose it. We can take a big loss here on
Order
Friday.
pending.
We can take a big loss here because we're not
Order
trading on crude, for instance. Here's its first trade, and it's long, and I don't know. I don't have a clue of what it's going to do here. You know, back and forth, back and forth. You can see you're up on the trade. You're up on the trade. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay. So now here we are, 6:30 at 10:50 a.m. If you don't stop, if you've traded this far and you don't stop, shame on you, because you could end up, you're not at your limit, so you can still trade on gold. You really are at your limit here, because you reached 400. There's just $5 more here for commission that's taken out. And then this one here has already reached its $400, but it's showing it here. I don't think gold is going to trade again, but you can give back some money really, really quick. I used to live in Manhattan. I know traders in Manhattan. And on Friday at 11 o'clock, this is 12 o'clock Eastern time, They're at lunch, and then the market volume dies way off. There's days that it will keep going because it may be some significant news event. I'm not looking at the news event. I don't know exactly what's going on Friday at this point, but I'll check my computer real quick and see if I can pull up this for last week. It's always good to look and see. We check the news every day, so we have a good idea of what's going on for the whole week in advance. Now, what do we have? Not too much news. We had some economic news, unemployment change in Europe and stuff like that early in the morning. We had some news in Great Britain. The U.S. news here on Friday is personal spending. At 8:45, there's a Chicago PMI. Usually that, you wouldn't believe that to make the market do something you're not expecting, but that kind of stuff moves the market. There's not much else market news as far as at 9 o'clock we had a revised consumer sentiment, and actually these were done trading. This one, crude oil, took a nice run up, and it did well. Well, okay, this is certainly the end of our trading and trading video. We're not going to we wouldn't trade anymore, but let's say someone has the system and they're not watching because they're doing something else and they're not watching. What would have happened if they're not paying attention? We'll see. We'll run it to the end of the day.
Order pending. Order pending.
Okay, crude got in to go short. Looks like it's good. It's up right now and can quickly turn around against you, and you can lose money. Remember, Nasdaq and gold are finished trading. They're not trading. They hit their target.
Order pending.
And you took a full stop there. So you're back to 2,500. You took a full stop on that crude oil because here you are trading. Look at the market. See how sideways? So instead of being up, you're down. And it's in again. So you could lose again.
Order filled.
End of day got you. There you are, 2,700. You made a little money on that. Just luckily, you did. So this is your week. This is your, you could have stopped at 2,000. You had an opportunity to stop at 2,500. You had an opportunity to stop at $3,000 for the week. And then if you let it run to the end, the way we have it set, you ended up with 2,740. That is pretty sensational. Now, real quick, we're going to look at the performance report. We're going to adjust this to the 25th through the 30th because we traded every day, all week. We're going to open this up and we're going to generate the report. Now you see here it matches this number, 2740. For the week, this is all trades combined. We have a profit factor of 1.72, which is good. We have a commission that we paid that came out of this is $250. We took 50 trades for the week. So it traded nicely, but not overtraded. It didn't overtrade. We have a built-in parameter to keep it from overtrading. It's all three trades combined was 76% profitable. Very nice stuff. So what did it do for the dailies? Okay, this is the first day was kind of a struggle, but it made money. Total, it made money on the first day from Sunday to Monday. It made 260. It lost money on Tuesday overall. You were still only down just a little bit, but it lost 350. And then you had a big Wednesday, a big Thursday, and a decent was a real good Friday, but if you stayed in the market till the end, you gave back $500. So this could have been a whole lot better. Your drawdowns for the week, there they are. There they are. Not bad. Not bad at all. And that means from the top to the bottom. That's what DD means, drawdown. So very, very nice. You can't expect automation to be any better for you with 3 contracts. And if there is a better program out there, I would like to know about it, and I would buy it. Okay, well, this concludes our video for this past week on diversified trading with gold, crude oil, and Nasdaq. So any questions, give us a call, send us an email. I'm sure everyone has a few questions about how does this work, and we'd like to talk to you about it. So have a great 4th of July weekend and be safe. Thank you.